So this is an unusual one. And
It is, yeah.
yeah, so basically Grey's Anatomy came out this morning and me being me, I had to get there first. So I went straight on and watched to my disappointment. Like bear in mind, everyone who knows Grey's Anatomy knows Meredith Grey is the star. She's the star. And that was her last episode. And you'd think, with her being in it for so many years, she would get the best send off possible. Absolutely pathetic. That is probably the one of the worst episodes I've seen. It just felt totally wrong, and it felt like a dishonor, like rather than an honoring her. And I don't know, you've got the speaking points.
Yeah, when you're talking about the star of the show for 19 seasons, you expect their last episode to be big.
And
In
tragic.
what we, in tragic, yeah, but what we got was just oh yeah, bye. You really see that in the episode. I think she was
Yeah,
only in it for about 5 minutes.
I was honestly like, at the end, I was like, come on, just something big. I was like, come on, drama. The plane just ends up with turbulence and potentially another plane crash, but like something like it was just like, wait, that's it. Like, no, like we as fans expect crying because we
Yeah,
know exits from other characters have been absolutely devastating to the point that you talk about them for years after because they've scarred you for life, essentially. I mean, that's what the show is about, to scar you for life. Everyone's leaving and everyone's dying. Now it's just like, okay, really? Like, why? Why did you have to do that to us? I think one of the emotional moments from the show, which I think will leave people a bit confused, is when Amelia's talking about a first son. And for those
mm.
like that haven't watched private practice, they'll have no idea what she's talking about because it's never really been brought up in the show. It's always been kind of kept to herself. I think that's only
I'm
the
glad I
first
watched
time.
Private Practice so I knew what she was on about because if I didn't watch Private Practice, I'd be like, hang on, she's had another kid before. When was that?
Yeah.
It's never
It's
really been brought up.
I'm like trying to figure out the lighting because it's horrendous. The sun's
Oh
just.
God, the sun.
But like as soon as you said I'll talk to them, I was like, oh, she's gonna bring up us. She's gonna bring it up. But like a lot of people have no idea about our background or our story, so it's kind of sad in a way that I can't get the lighting right. But it's quite sad. You'd think that they would have done more on it to loop it in for the character, but they haven't.
I know it was a big point in the episode about Amelia trying to comfort the parents of the baby going into surgery by saying, it's a sad thing to happen if it does die, but like at the same time, my baby died and he's an organ donor, so knowing that he saved lives would be good. But yeah, it's a big point not to include in the main show, especially when Amelia's character was in private practice. Her losing that baby did really knock her back, like really badly. She was affected really badly. So it's kind of like for those who've only ever watched Grey's Anatomy, it's kind of like they're missing out on character development that will help them get with how Amelia is feeling.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like her because they haven't seen her story. They're just like, oh, I hate the way she is. Well, do you know why she's the way she is? Like, but they don't. And it's kind of a shame. I think one of the characters, like, there's some characters that I'm just like, I've had enough of completely. Like, I am absolutely done, like, done with Teddy and Owen. Like, I am absolutely sick of them. Like, they are the two worst characters on the show, and it's never got better. Like, I used to like Teddy. She actually had stuff going for her, but now she's just like, yeah, so nobody wants this job, but I'll have it just for the money, essentially. And you're like, really? What the hell is going on? Like,
Yeah, Teddy. I didn't think Teddy was like that. It's like that you've got this like veteran who all of a sudden is like, I want the job, and why didn't you do me for the job? And it's like, where's this coming from? Like the Teddy we've known wouldn't be acting this way.
Yeah, it's just like she's lost that empoweredness, if that's even a word. But like she was so empowering as a woman, like, and now she's nothing essentially. It's like they've broken her down when she's been with Owen. I mean, Owen's like the least favorite character on the show.
Was Owen even in the episode?
Yeah, for like a minute.
I can't remember being in the episode. I must
Yeah,
have.
he was there when they were cheering to Meredith.
Right.
Yeah.
Another thing I noticed was it took a long time to like get some of the characters in the episode. Like we had to wait 25 minutes to see Bailey.
Yeah,
Like
it's kind of
why?
like surely you'd see more of the older characters in that episode, considering like the importance of it.
Yeah.
But no, it was mostly about the new interns. I don't mind them. I feel like it's gone back to the original kind of nostalgia that everyone knows and loves. But at the same time, it's quite disappointing at times. Like it just felt a bit boring. It's just predictable. And
Hmm.
it's just a shame. I mean, I hope they kind of stick with like the roots, but like I don't know, it needs something to spice it up a bit because it's just quite dull. And the whole humor take, like it just doesn't work anymore. Like it needs to be more drama because that's what it was meant to be. It's not meant to be a comedy. And
I
although I
even wrote
bet,
that down as a plot point.
yeah, like
Um, they try to get a laugh by, "Oh, he didn't check the cake and it's the wrong cake." It's like, I'm sorry, was that a joke? I missed that.
yeah, like
It's like,
it's predictable. Like you just knew that was gonna. You just knew.
yeah,
Like I love Joe Link together. Like I love them and everything, but I'd rather just cut the comedy and get back to the drama. It's just a waste of screen time, essentially. Like it's lost pretty much everything that it was, and is it ever going to get it back? That's the thing. Like it probably won't at this point. It's like it feels like it's definitely run its course and it could have been left. Like there was so many points where it could have just been like, yeah, this is the end, and it would have worked fine. It's like you're watching it every week, but for what reason? Like who you like there's no characters you absolutely love. There's there's just nothing.
nothing. There's no like, because I was watching the other day. I decided to watch series one again, and series one had something special about it where it was just so good. Like the characters interact with each other was just so good. It just you were gripped with every episode. You wanted to see what was happening, and then you watch like season 19 now, and it's just like, okay, it's great. What's happening? Like, it's just got stale. I think they've run out of ideas. They don't really know how to progress anymore, so they're just chucking anything they can think of at the ideas board and just picking random bits, going, yeah, we'll run with this, we'll run with that. And I just don't know if they know what they're doing at the moment.
Yeah, I mean the whole Maggie storyline is just
Yeah.
boring. It's just like get a divorce, like you're not meant to be. Absolutely not. Like I can't. Like seriously, you were not a good pair in the beginning. Why did you go through with all this stuff? Like it just was never gonna work.
They went very fast though, didn't they? From when they met to
Yeah,
when they kind of got together and then everything else happened. It was like really fast.
like please just save the audience. Like
Yeah.
from more stupid arguments. Like why she got so much of a say in his life? Like, if you want to go and do another specialty, what's going to stop you? Oh, her. Like, how does that impact you? Like, I'm so sorry, Maggie. Like, how does that impact you? Like,
Yeah, she was a
on,
bit
or
bit
he might
controlling.
not be there a bit more. Well, that'll probably make his relationship work a bit better. Like, it's just, I can't. I
No
don't think there's
words.
anything saving them.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Just break them up. It'll be for the best.
Please. That's like one couple, like there's a few couples where you like just break them up already. There's no more of the like, I want these to be together so badly. Like Slexy, there's no Slexy anymore. There's not even a couple like Slexy. It's not even Calzona. Like we can't have anything, although Calzona did kind of end. But like
Yeah.
it's just it's painful. It really
The
is.
thing that people used to remember Grey's Anatomy for was kind of the couples, the romance, and everything like that. But now there's none of that. I mean, give them this credit. They try to get audience back by saying, "Oh, we're interns. Remember how it used to be back then?" And just the interns, they're okay. I mean, they're not bad, but nothing compared to the old magic. Nothing will beat the original interns.
Like it's like they've got that kind of banter level, but it's not in the same way.
Yeah.
It's just like they can't replicate it no matter how many times they try. Like some of them are just like the characters are just wasted completely. I mean, like Schmidt, what's the point in him being there for like one scene?
I don't know.
And you're telling me that he's the only one left of his class, like that's it? Like there must have been a lot in the beginning. Like, what did you do to like get them all to quit?
One of them works in the
Surely
bar
not
now, so
everybody quit.
yeah.
I miss like I just wish Addison would come back fully. Like she is that character that the show needs. They need her back full time if they want to survive. I mean, cancellations are happening left, right, and centre now, so
Yeah.
it's just like either end it or give us something to actually enjoy. Like what we want as an audience, we want Addison with her family in Seattle. Like, is that so much to ask for? Like, people just have no clue, and there's so many storylines that could be developed because of that. They're really missing out on the opportunities, and like, we can't be the only ones who see that. How are they missing it?
I know.
I
I
just miss
mean,
her back, even though she was totally sleeping with everyone on private practice, like pretty much everyone. I don't think the only
yeah, she
people she
was.
didn't sleep with are Cooper and Sheldon, if I'm not wrong. Or did
And Amelia.
that was so
I mean,
sus.
technically,
That was
but like it's kind of like family issues, so that would be.
yeah, I don't think it counts. I don't think Addison's queer. And that we know of, but Amelia
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, that was not really a surprise. Like you've always got kind of them vibes of her.
I mean, yeah, kind of. There was a few comments in private practice. I was like, hang on a minute.
Oh, honestly, Amelia. Love. Like
What do we
where
want? Drugs. When do we want them now?
that episode is hilarious, but it shouldn't be.
I know it's going to be dramatic, and I'm in tears watching it, thinking, oh, I love this episode.
I think we can all agree on the worst episode of Grey's Anatomy. The musical episode.
Oh, yeah.
Every time. Skip, skip, skip. Like, unnecessary. Like, it's so cringeworthy that it's more intense to watch than like other episodes. Like, your stress levels are through the roof. More stress levels than like the shooting episode, the plane crash, Derek dying, and
It would have been so much better just to, oh, look, they've had a car crash. Oh, look, she's got brain damage. Oh, look, she's pregnant. Oh, no singing. It would have been perfectly well if they did that. But no, what can we do to spice it up? Oh, yeah, let's just have Callie stand and have an out of body experience singing and have everybody else singing. Yeah, that's a perfect idea.
like we
No,
get
it's not.
it. Yous can sing. We don't need it. We don't. If you want to go and sing, leave the show or release an album or something. Like, just don't do that to us. It's just ugh. I don't know what people are thinking sometimes when they create things like this. Like it's become a trend to do musical episodes. I swear to God, if they ever thought of doing another one,
I don't think they would do another one. I think with that one being critically, but like put down for the singing, I don't think they would try to do another one.
I don't
But
even think
like
it's the
me, I get
lowest
it.
rated.
It's not. Blooming
No,
hell.
Derek Dying's the lowest rated
Oh,
episode
I
completely,
can
which
imagine.
is you can understand that.
Understandable.
I kind of like that episode. I couldn't believe it. Like, I think if I'm not wrong, Meredith, she was having a kid, and I'm like, oh, what's gonna like what are they gonna call it? So I'm going straight on to Wikipedia. Derek dead. I'm like, no, he's not. I'm like, shut up, he is not dead. So then I'm like, he's not dead. So I'm like typing in, and I'm like, what? And then I'm watching the clip, and I'm bawling my eyes out. I'm like, no, I'm like, it's not real. I'm gonna watch that episode. Cries my eyes out completely. And I was at my dad's house at the time, I think, when I watched it, and I was just crying my eyes out up in my bedroom. So traumatic. I mean, it's very cliche if you think about it. Neurosurgeon doesn't get a CT,
Oh
gets
yeah.
brain damage, and essentially
Neurosurgeon
dies.
dies from brain damage. Yeah.
Something like that anyway, but like just the over dramatized cliche of chasing cars. He is any rendition of it, death. You're
Yeah.
gonna die.
Basically.
I can't like think of like my favorite episode of it, but it would have to be. I think my favorite season is definitely 3 because I feel like the drama was like so on point because you had Derek and Addison like kind of fighting, and it was just like Piggy in the middle. Oh God, Callie O'Malley.
Oh,
I
I was
think
actually watching that episode last night.
really, it's just
Yeah,
so.
just we got married. Dude, she's Kelly O'Malley.
I know. There's just nothing like that.
Although that episode was good because of the whole poison and the blood and everything.
I can't even remember the whole episode. Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
old.
cause, pretty sure the Denny clinic had been opened, and so
Yes,
they're all waiting and like, ooh, and everybody else keeps coming in, and there are no patients.
I absolutely hate that. Like, there's some storylines which I absolutely despise. Denny's storyline, like, it done my absolute nothing. Like, why? Like, why do you have to do this? Why are you bringing them back again? Like, just leave it already. Like, can you not just like have Izzy die or nearly die in a less dramatic way? Like,
That's a storyline I didn't really like. Izzy's cancer. It's
you
just
just
like,
like
oh, she's
this.
saying, yeah, just
Like,
why
she's
is
talking
Denny
to
appearing
nobody.
as a
She's having
ghost?
sex with a ghost.
That is what I was like. This show is too much.
Like, and the other one, which I have to skip, the whole Rebecca, Ava, and Alex. I hate her.
Oh,
Absolutely. Like, I will skip as many episodes as I have to just to avoid her.
I
Another,
didn't mind that at first. It's just after I kept watching it, it's like she just got really annoying. It's just like, we get it. He saved your face. Leave it already.
yeah, but it wasn't even her face, probably.
I
Like, she had a whole family, and she's like, nah, nah,
yeah,
I
that
could just
was
be a
like
different person now. And then she just went absolute psycho, didn't she? Like, at one point. And like,
she was like full on proper stalker. Like
yeah, it just was so painful. Like, I wish Alex would just come back. I mean, there was always these hints, and there was hints over the last few weeks. I mean, could he save the show? Maybe, maybe
I mean, it would be
not.
nice to see him back, but like I have seen online on every single Grey's Anatomy page I'm a part of in group that they just ruined Alex by having him just leave. No
Yeah,
explanation, just
but
here's
Izzy,
letters.
I can't,
Izzy and his
like, I hate her. I hate her so much.
I still think he didn't leave for Izzy. He left for the kids. Just Izzy had to be involved in the package.
Yeah, I literally like I wish they would have just killed her off. Like off screen. I would have been so satisfied. Like I would rather she get killed than somebody else. It would have been like, oh no, what a shame.
Just,
Like, I
yeah,
just
can we take George instead of Izzy? Have her be the one who dies. Yeah, thank you.
yeah, I mean the worst exit completely. Oh, I'm just gonna come back for one episode and then I'm gonna just disappear again. Like, oh wait and mess with everybody's mind. Just like go peacefully. Go. We don't miss ya. Honestly.
It kind of works out perfectly as well when you realise that Catherine left the show because she wanted to become this big Hollywood star. She never really got that. She only had one big role after that, and you've never heard of her since.
Well, she was in Firefly Lane.
Mm,
You haven't seen that yet.
I haven't seen it yet. No.
No. But honestly, if she came back, that's when I'm quitting. Like, I'll be like, sorry, I am done. Like, I'll be gone. And I don't even think a spin-off could save it. I mean, if they brought Private Practice, but I'm down like 100%.
Yes, 100. I'm on board for that. Yes,
Like, I
I
feel
would
like
love to see what they're up to.
every season like was so good. Like, there was never any like this episode's really bad. It was always like so good. Del, bless Del.
Oh, I was angry when they killed Dell.
I know, it was so tragic. Poor Betsy after that as well.
I know it's like she's just lost her mum, and you have to go and do that to her.
I know, and Violet should have kept her. Like that was just everyone's like, oh no, dead against it. Like if you are friends, why are you so against that being and doing a nice thing? It's like the least. Like she's had misery in her life. Maybe she can find some happiness. Of course not. Nah, just like ruin her life essentially. Oh yeah, let's just take Pete as well. Lovely. Just lovely.
Yeah, the thing I get with Private Practice is they like I don't know why, but I think they like to see each other miserable. Because if they have a chance to do something good for themselves, all of them are like, no, you shouldn't do that. Why are you thinking about doing that? That's bad for you. And it's like,
Yeah.
they will be happy. No, you won't. Trust me, you won't be happy. It's like, what's going on here?
I know. I miss when they done that like episode. What's it? What is it called? The Other Side of Life, I think it is. In Grays, where they done like where they showed private practice for the first time. Like that was
Right,
the vibe.
right.
Addison moving all the way to LA because Pete kissed her.
Mm-hmm.
She's constantly in denial. That honestly, the pilot episode for that. Just Addison dancing around naked. Genius. And then her thinking she's going crazy because he's the voice in the lift and stuff. Or was that like
That
after
was
that?
funny.
Or was that I have no idea. It's all blurred.
I think that was in the pilot. I'm not quite sure now.
Yeah. Who knows? It was a good show, and if people haven't watched it, they should. I might say watch only a certain point to Grace because you'll get bored
Yeah.
majorly. I've skipped like a few episodes here and there. I couldn't
I
stand
still
it.
haven't seen Station 19.
I've seen the crossovers that they forced upon us, but not really a fan.
Oh yeah, that's what I didn't like about season 18. All the crossovers with Station 19, where you don't get any detail unless you've watched them.
Yeah, it's like they forced it upon you. So, oh yeah, apparently Meredith was in that last night or something. Yeah, I saw photos and I was like, okay. One character that I'm rooting for, and I wish they would just skip ahead of time. Zola. I feel like she is going to be an absolute genius.
Zola is going to be one of the top doctors, surgeons in that country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's just really smart. I mean, she was raised by the best.
Exactly.
I kind of want to see the Boston storyline. I feel like the show should just move there.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see like what happens and have like maybe Meredith take a step back in that way, but have it kind of focused on Zola and what she does.
Yeah, I would
Like
like
see
that, even if it
her
was a
education.
spin-off.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that is bugging us the most out of last night is what she did to Nick. Why
Yeah.
the hell is she
Oh,
like putting it all on him? Oh, so he didn't say I love you in the exact amount of time. Like, shut up.
that is just so
Stop.
petty. It's like, what?
And the opposite
You're
of pick
angry at
me,
him.
choose me, love me. Like, oh, stop being so whiny. Like, first you chase after people, and then when they come for you, you're like, nah, it's all good. Like,
I
he
did see
loves
something on
you, but he
Facebook
doesn't,
about that.
maybe he didn't say it. Like, why are you rushing him into it? Like, it's sometimes actions that show someone loves you. Like, you don't have to just say it.
Yeah.
Like, it's an overused phrase. Everyone knows it. So,
I did see something on Facebook where it was like, I don't beg people to love me. And it's like, well, hang on a minute if you want to go back
yes.
seasons.
Yeah, it was very. Are you sure about that? I
Yeah.
feel so bad for him though. He literally gave up his life
I
for
know.
her, and then she's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to Boston and not tell him. Like, he done all this for you, and you're just like, no. And the fact that she was like hanging up on him, oh, I can't hear you. Like, what the hell, bitch?
Oh, that I was like,
I'm
what are
sorry,
you
but
playing
what?
at?
If he is literally so perfect for you, and you're just like using him, I just, he deserves so much better. Like, I kind of hope that he now goes with somebody else and she sees it and gets jealous. Like, I just want that to
Yeah.
happen.
Mm.
Like, he's like perfect. Oh,
I know.
you just get rid of him like that. I
My
love
only
that he was driving at the airport, but at the same time, I was hoping, like, I had an idea and I was like, please say that his car gets hit when he tries to overtake, so then she has to come back. Like that,
Ooh, that would have been
the
good.
Grey's
That would
Anatomy
have been good.
drama we miss. It would have been the perfect opportunity, and they blew
Yep.
it. I just
My
wish it
chair's
was
making some very weird noises right now, so if I disappear, it's collapsed on us.
Yeah, I have no idea, but I feel like I should watch more episodes. But I think one of my favorites of the later seasons without Derek is the dinner episode in season 12 where Penny comes to dinner with, wasn't it with, was it with Arizona or was it, no, it was with Callie.
Arizona.
No, I think it was with Callie. And then Arizona's like pretty Penny and stuff like that because she was drunk, and yeah, perfect Penny killed my
Perfect
husband.
Penny.
Like that was just, I remember when I watched that and I could have thrown my iPad across the room because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe like how intense and dramatic that was. And it was so
I
intense and it
liked
was
Amelia's
needed.
reaction in that
Me
episode.
too.
Amelia was like, "Oh, you were you? Come on, answer. Come on."
I literally would have, like, I would have paid to see Amelia just smack her one. Like, I feel
Oh,
like
definitely.
that would be a very Amelia thing. It really would. It's so weird, but we never get to see her be a mother, like, properly.
Ah,
You always see
I've never
Scout
noticed that.
with Link.
Ah, yeah. I've never picked up on that. Damn.
Yeah, we
Come
just
on,
don't.
Grays, give us what we want.
Yeah, it would be nice to see her, like, happy. I mean, what happened to Kai? Like, somebody tell us what happened to Kai.
They
Never
just
mentioned.
vanished. They just vanished. It's like they
They
don't
vanished
exist
in
anymore.
dinner.
Yeah,
Like, they were such a good character.
they were.
Like, I love Kai Amelia. Like, I feel like they were endgame. And I say were because you never know. Anything can happen behind the scenes and stuff off screen. As
Mhm.
usual, stuff goes down and the fans are like, what happened? Oh, yeah, this happened. And then they'll talk about like 4 weeks in. I'm just like, okay. I just miss the way it was. And I would do anything to go back to the way it was.
I
When
know
you
it
were
was so.
excited.
Yeah, you just wanted to watch the next episode, wanted to see what would happen. But now you just like, oh, it's on, is it? I
Yeah.
completely forgot it was returning. I completely
Mhm.
forgot it was on yesterday, and I was like, oh, normally I would have been, oh, am I counting down the days?
Yeah, I was counting down the days at one point because you actually thought you were the way they put it off and the post was like it was going to be this big episode that everyone must watch. And pretty much every fan that I've seen in the comment section is not being happy. They're like, I'm so disappointed. I mean, I don't blame them. It like we just deserve better at this point. There's so much that could be done and it isn't. And pretty much what's the point? What's the point in watching something that is lost what it was about in the first place?
It's
So
lost
there's
the spark that made it good.
very
I mean, make sure you
disappointed.
watch Private Practice.
Yes, always.